Hello there everyone and welcome to my first YouTube video ever. Now this is my first YouTube video, so do pardon me for my low quality audio, really amateur editing skills. So let's just skip past that and look over to the content that I'm making. And that is anime review, as if everyone hasn't done that already. I'm gonna do it anyway because I like anime, and I'm gonna do it because that's the only thing that I'm good for. Now, let's get into it.
Anime review.
So, I'm gonna be reviewing this anime in the four basic categories, and those four basic categories are animation, story, characters, music, and the genre. Now, this anime has to. Now, each category has a score of 10, and I'm going to be giving it a score from 10, obviously. Now, the first category is animation, and let's get into the animation. Animation. Now, the animation of the Sakamoto is great. I've seen better animation, but its animation was better than the most animes that I've seen, and I'm not gonna really talk about it much, but the animation was really good, so I'm gonna give it a 9. It's not much to talk about, it's just animation. So, animation good, could be better, it's 9. Now, the next category is the storyline. The story is. No, it's not a continuous story. Now each episode has a one story at least, or two different stories. It's not one of those animes that has a continuous story. It has small stories in each episode. You can watch the second episode first and the first before afterwards. It really doesn't make a difference. The much difference. Its stories are after and before, so it's not a continuously one story. It's just pieces of stories that makes up the anime. So I'm gonna be giving this story 8 out of 10. Now the next up is characters. I'm gonna be rating the characters in regards of how unique they are and how well they are crafted, and how unique they are in regards of all the other animes that have already been created. And there are a lot of animes being created, and how good a character is defined by how unique he is and how much he stands out. And there are a lot of characters in Sakamoto, and besides Sakamoto, there is his friend, which no one really cares about. His name is Kubata, I think Kubata Yoni no B, or whatever that is, and Hayabusa, which everyone somehow likes, and Sakamoto, obviously, and Fukase. Now, these are the most important characters in the anime. Now I was really surprised when I searched for the names of the characters on the Google, and Sakamoto's friend, who's Kubata, wasn't even in the top list. He was nowhere to be found, and that was the character that I really liked besides Sakamoto. And Naran said I didn't like all the others one, but he was great too. But people didn't really pay much attention to him. But I think he was really great, and that characters really doesn't do have the characters does have in a lot of sense of individuality. So I'm going to be rating it 7, and 7 because they could be better, but I'm gonna be rating them 7 because I've seen better and it could be better. Now the next step is music. Now there isn't much to talk about in this area of the anime because the music is music. I've seen anime where they use a lot of music, and Sakamoto has its own theme song which it plays over and over again, but it's just one music theme song, and I think they could use some more music, so the music will also get 7. Now the last thing is genre. Now people maybe talk about that it's a comedy anime. In general, people will only say that it's only a comedy anime, but I think it's more than that. It's about drama. This anime really has its touching moments, and I really think that this anime is more like comedy and drama mixed in together. So if I have to rate it in regards of comedy, the score will be less, and if I have to rate it in regards of drama, the score will be less. But if I rate it in both regards, comedy and drama, the score increases to 9. Now this is my total score of this anime called your only one and only favorite anime called Sakamoto. Now, the total score for Sakamoto is 40 out of 50. Now, a lot of people may say that this score is unfair, that Sakamoto is a lot better than that, but I would say that when you put categories in and rate them all accordingly and individually, I think this anime could be better, and you see a lot of faults with the anime, like there isn't much music there and the characters could be better. So I think this is a very good way to evaluate that if an anime is good or not. And we're gonna be reviewing a lot of other animes, and if you guys wanna watch and stick around with me, then subscribe, like, share my first video. Please like and subscribe. Just share it. And I'll see you next time. Probably a long time after. So see ya next time.